Hello, hello, it's Jen Dushan. Welcome to another edition of Illumination for the Week. We're looking at the week of January 28th through February 3rd. I am the creator of the Illuminating Journey Cards and with the help of the Akashic Records. And I'm using them for this week's reading as I do for every week. If you want to know more about the cards, you can go to jendushan.com/illuminating journey cards. And I've already asked the question, what do we need to know this week? We're in a transition. This is a week when we're moving from January to February, from the 13 universal months to a 14, from a 1 to a 2. So kind of what we've concluded or resolved over the first month, we're now moving into a time where we're kind of opening up to talking about things, hearing things, and really expressing more of the shift, the change, the movement. So a fast-paced month, and let's see what the cards have to say. So the first card is Soul Portal 25. And what this card is saying to me is that here we are, right? And the thing that catches my eye is this here, the B. It looks like BE, even though I know it's not that, but that's what it keeps catching my eye, and it's saying be who you are. This being, you, coming into a place or remembering, returning to a place, right, where you have all you need. You're bringing your gifts. You have this tree of peace, of connection, your shield to protect yourself, and you're moving into this place that is really rather beautiful. It's wonderful. It's got all this mystical, magical, amazing stuff. If you can consider like re-looking, as if you're re-arriving on Earth, you're seeing the world through new eyes. Everything's shifted. You're discovering things you didn't know. And what is so amazing, right? You're being who you are. You're coming into the space. You feel the way you're being drawn in, and you're being called to use your gifts and to show you belong. Not in the terms of, oh, I better just do what everyone else says. They've already got it all sorted out. More like, here I am. I'm here to help create with my gifts. I'm here to bring my gifts so they find their place in this wondrous landscape. So it's very much a belonging, but a different kind of belonging. It's not like I'm just settling. I'm showing up and I'm going to bring my gifts in. I'm going to do my part to kind of bring this space alive, to be alive, right? To belong to this space. A very powerful invitation from the universe to recognize who you are and your role here on Earth, right? We're all here to do things. We're all here to bring our gifts and bring them alive, spark them alive, and bring them in with joy. So that's what this first card says. The second card is a number, and number 3, and I always see this 3 as kind of the end of a key. I don't know if you see the same thing, but this deck has numbers and soul portals and tools. So here's a number, and 3 is the number of 2019. It's a 12 universal year. If you add 2 plus 1 plus 9, and that gives us 12. 1 and 2 make 3. We have the 1 plus 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3. It's very much this energy of knowing who we are, connecting, and then expressing. And it's a number, what I call this the number of self-love, because this number is about creating and being curious. That childlike wonder that brings you to a new level, that allows you to be happy and explorative and expressive and truly in your in your element, right? You're in your element, you're exploring your knowing, and very much tying into this card here. Oh wait, I have it upside down. Very much tying into this card here, right? This idea of coming into this place with this sense of wonder and delight, knowing you are free to explore and create. It also reminds me that we're moving into on the 5th of February, we will have the new Chinese year, the year of the peg, the earth peg, and very charming, cheerful energy that wants to make things work, right? Is interested in creating new things through connecting and delight and exploration. So things are not, things don't have to stay the way they've been, right? And so you're being called to begin to recognize what will give you expression, what will free you to express who you are and to see everything in a new way, right? The third card is also a number, so interesting. Here's the number 2. It's kind of like a hook in, when you look at it, like a hook in type of energy with the flat. This is knowing your boundaries, knowing where you end, but also being interested in connecting with others. So it's very much that twofold energy that you recognize where you can have boundaries, like who you are. Here you are, kind of this energy of coming in and being who you are, right? And then how do you connect with everything around you? The 2 is speaking of this idea of connecting, using your intuition, your desire to create something. Remember, we have the 1, 2, 3. So your desire to create what you're focused on. The focus is to bring your gifts into the world and to participate so you belong, right? So there's a deep connection here of belonging and knowing this is your rightful place to express who you are, to be who you are, and to connect the dots, pay attention to the details. Even as you're exploring and expressing, you really need to focus on not just the details, but on that sense of belonging, that sense of wonder. What can we create together? That's really what I'm getting. And then, of course, I actually am pulling a 4th card this time because we have 2 numbers. And how fascinating, we have the 13. We're moving out of a 13 months. But what's interesting to me about this card and what I love about it is there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of force of these magical creatures awakening us to the mystery and magic of life. Like, for many of us, life has been a slog and a punishment and a pain. And so all of these cards are saying, awaken to the mystery, the beauty of life that's here for you to create new things. And, we have the dragon, the water dragon, we have the unicorn, the black unicorn, and the phoenix. So all this wonder and fire and beauty and water. And what's catching my eye is the pearls. These pearls. How do you create pearls, right? Through the grit, through intention, and through connection, and setting boundaries, and creating the beautiful luster of these amazing balls of light and joy, right? There's this energy of delight and peace and connection all right there. So definitely a time to focus on this, creating those pearls, allowing your pearls of wisdom to fall out in front and be expressed and engaged with, and using your gifts to bring your wisdom, however it is, the wisdom to the world, to materialize what you desire. And so this reading is really talking about bringing this underway, taking some steps, some solid steps to bring your gifts out into the world this week. So do something, whatever it is. Remember, it doesn't always have to look like, oh, somebody, look, I'm doing something. It's more of, I feel the need to express myself and I'm doing it. I'm just going to go out and sing. I'm going to write a story. I'm going to go tell some stories because I love it. I love sharing that with my friends. Whatever it is, it's a way of expressing yourself and becoming more of you in the world. So that's the reading for this week. We'll just go over them again, just remembering we have this one, belonging as you are, bringing yourself into the wonder of the world and seeing it as something wonderful. And then we have the 3, bringing out your joy, your creativity, your willingness to be childlike and connecting, setting your boundaries, and of course, connecting to others. So bringing your gifts into physical form in some way, you're beginning that journey. And of course, with this card, you're beginning to create those pearls. So this week is bringing some of that light, some of that joy of you into the week, right? How can you be more joyful and express more of you? Like maybe you have hidden from expressing something you believe in, and now it's time to do it. And if you can do it joyfully and have fun with it, even better. Remember, you're creating those amazing pearls. If you see something different, I would love you to share it with me in a comment, because these cards share different things with all of us, which is very exciting about them. If you would like to buy your own cards, you can get them at jendishen.com/Illuminating Journey Cards. And please subscribe to my channel, because I want to create more videos and I want to make sure they reach those of you who are interested. Till next week, bye from me.